What's up, guys? Oh my god, was today boring. Holy crap, you guys know that, like, nothing happened again today, so I didn't trade anything. The first trade I took was on Bed Bath and Beyond. Like, what am I doing? What was even up this morning? Like, CTRM. But look at this volume on the 1-minute candles. I can't trade that. There's like, I don't know. I can't trade that. So I didn't touch that. There's another gap, or what was it? Was it D-car? Again, it's not enough volume. It's not my setup, so I just didn't touch it. And then I'm flipping through, and yes, this stock has a huge float compared to what I usually trade, but like it had my pattern. It had this. It was up on big volume, and it was holding. As it bursted back over this level, it was holding. So I thought that we were going to get a... Oh, no, sorry, that wasn't the line I had. The line I had was, like, right here. I was trying to predict... Sorry, I'm also in it short right now, so I'm just trying to pay attention to that while doing this. And I have a stop pretty much around break even, so I don't really care. I can watch it. It's fine. But I've been sitting here for like an hour. So let's get this video going. So I was watching for a breakout of this wedge here. Earlier on in the day, we were holding VWAP, and we were holding this critical level 1750 or so somewhere in there. I just identified that myself, or 1760 even, you could say. It was kind of hard to put an actual number on it. I think maybe even 1770 would have been better. And if that had been the case, I shouldn't have been buying while it was under this level. But nonetheless, once it broke out of this this consolidation here to the downside, to the downside, then I scratched my longs. I was down like 200 or 150 bucks at that time, and I switched to short, and I rode it to 1716. What is this thing doing right now? So I rode it to 1716. Now I got that level from the daily here. You can see the high of this candle is 1715, and the high of this candle is 1716. So I knew that this was a big level. I didn't get shaken out by this at all. I'm very, very proud of myself that I did that. And then as it came back down here, I covered into that level. I think I had 900 shares, and I was covering, I don't know, it's somewhere in here. 1236, I was covering like 600, and then I added back to 900 shares right around here. At the time I saw this, so I thought it was a perfect time to short. The market was also tanking at that time. So then it comes back down. I'm covering again. I covered 500 shares, I think. Yes, 500 shares. I'm still holding on to 400, waiting to see if this trend holds or if it breaks. Now, if I see 1736, I'm going to take off 200 shares and then let the rest ride to break even. So that's what I've been doing. I think this was a sick trade right from VWAP and this breakout or breakdown, I suppose, all the way down to this area. That was perfect in terms of patience, holding on. Now, I shouldn't have taken these longs in the first place. I think I misidentified the levels, and I was kind of getting frustrated. I remember being frustrated and just selling out on VWAP, which is support, and then, taking the trade again and then stopping out again at the same spot. So I don't think that's how I should have done that. Now I got to pay attention here because I got to see if this buyer is going to get bought into. 1733. So I'm just looking at the time and sales here. You can see total shares 23,000. Just watching. There's not a lot of volume on this candle. 25,000 now. 24, 25. So what I'm looking for is this to roll over, and holy moly, that was a stop loss. But that was a stop hunt out of my friggin' mind there. I'm gonna take 200 shares off there. I've never seen such a crazy stop hunt. Holy crap. So I took off 200 shares there. Holy shit. That was like 25 cents. And what's the market doing? The market's not doing anything. So I'm gonna take off another 100 there. So now I only have 100 shares left. My risk is very, very, very small. Today it was just kind of a wash. Not much to trade today. I think that it was good, but I shouldn't have taken those initial trades because I would be up on this trade a lot more. Because I remember I was down 200 or whatever it was, almost 200, and then I made up. And so we'll just see what happens with this. I'm no longer worried about this trade because I only have 100 shares left, and I don't want this to go crazy on me. So we'll see if my covering here ends up being a good or bad decision. I know that usually you shouldn't be covering into such a massive spike, but it did break trend there, and I do want to lock or reduce my risk at least. So that said, you guys got to see something kind of cool there. I don't know. We'll see what's up tomorrow. We'll see if penny stocks are back in play. But until then, I'm just kind of hanging out. So you guys have a good one. We'll see you later. All right, guys. So quickly, I'll update you on that trade. So, you know, it was a mistake for me to get stopped out here. You never should really get stopped out on a flash like that. Now, maybe if I had the stop here, sure. And then you reshort as it comes back down. So what I waited for was I saw it was coming back down into this channel, and then I started hitting it hard. I went back in here, and then I saw the tape. I saw the tape was getting super heavy. It was speeding up, because right in here, there was just massive volume to support that. So I was just hitting it, with relatively tight stops, and I wasn't touching it in here. I knew that this is the third time we had come back down to this support, and I really thought it was going to snap. And it did. The market was tanking at the same time. I can show you here. The market was tanking at the same time. So that was helping things along for sure. And then I can't remember why I covered here. I think, oh, the $7 level. So I covered most of it here except for 200 shares. I covered another 100 right here at $16.90 for the break of 7. And then kind of for that double bottom or that area, that low here, I covered again my last 100 shares at $16.83, and sure, it might keep going and fill this gap here to $16.40-ish, but I don't have any shares for that, and I'm not going to hold on for that. I'm a day trader, not a swing trader. Now, I do want to see how this plays out, because maybe I would start doing something like that in the future, but as of now, I just want to be clean. I want to wipe my hands and say, all right, it was a good day. I'm all cash, no more shares, and that's it. So we're up pretty nicely on the day. You can see that's all I traded. So now, for real, it's the end of the video, and you guys have a good one. We'll see you later.